Amid trade tensions with the U.S., the central bank announced just moments ago it is holding its key interest rate steady. We will take you to the Bank of Canada in less than 30 minutes from now. Central Bank Governor Tiff Macklem will be making remarks on the rate decision and taking reporters' questions. Now, in its decision, the Bank of Canada says U.S. tariffs are disrupting trade in this country, but overall the economy is showing resilience so far. Of course, this comes just 2 days ahead of U.S. President Donald Trump's deadline for a Canada-U.S. trade deal. We have Scott Peterson on this story for us. You've been tracking this breaking news for us this morning. Interest rates left unchanged. What's behind this decision?
Yeah, the Bank of Canada governor is between a rock and a hard place. It's an awfully tough decision. One, the economy is showing signs of slowing, but in the other, there's so much uncertainty due to the tariffs that's what the Bank of Canada is really focused on as far as trying to maintain sort of flexibility in the light of so much uncertainty. Let's take a look at where we've been and where we are. That 2.75% is maintained. That's a fourth pause in a row, and that is done so to basically to pause the economy. He could lower it further, but he's worried that that would start inflation. That's what he does not want to do. So in effect, it's a really tough decision by the Bank of Canada governor by making this pause, a fourth one in a row. Now, some of the language out from Tiff Macklem, the Bank of Canada governor, is the U.S. tariffs have created volatility in global trade, that economies yet are still strong, that Canada's exchange rate has appreciated against a broadly weaker U.S. dollar. Those are sort of good things, but also U.S. tariffs are disrupting trade overall, and the economy is showing some resilience despite that. Now, we did see, for examples of this, strong job numbers in June. We saw our core inflation still remaining above 3% comfort zone by the Bank of Canada, and that's why the bank is saying that we are focused on ensuring that Canadians continue to have confidence in price stability through this period of global upheaval. So pretty strong words from the Bank of Canada as well, and their overall job is to keep inflation in check. So that's why they do not want to lower rates in this uncertain environment, because that could increase inflation again, which would erase all the work as far as maintaining this in the second part. Also, despite a recent survey by NMP, this is a financial firm, saying that 2/3 of Canadians are really desperate is the word that they're using to have rates being lowered. Tiff Macklem hanging tough, pausing for a fourth time in a row.
It's interesting because, of course, they're trying to navigate this very unpredictable scenario that the economies around the world, really, but Canada's economy find itself in. And it seems like it's not exactly playing out in the same manner that they may have thought it would have. But again, it's so unpredictable.
Well, and to use words like upheaval, it's just, and then short-term predictability. Tiff Macklem is unable to see from month to month, never mind what central bankers want, and that's from year to year. So there's a lot of disadvantages here, and use the word upheaval. That's unprecedented in bike speed.
So what are we seeing then on the markets?
We're seeing them, despite all this, flirting with record highs. We see the TSX coming off record highs. A lot of commodity prices are surging, and they're also waiting for the similar announcement from the U.S. Federal Reserve this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So you get a sense here the markets are exactly sideways. The Canadian dollar is down about 1/5 of a cent, and they're waiting for the U.S. Federal Reserve to make an announcement as well. We're expecting a pause there, but clearly central bankers are confused about the upheaval around the world, and these are unprecedented times.
And we will hear from the Governor of the Bank of Canada this hour. Thank you for this, Scott. That is our business reporter, Scott Peterson. Thank you.